Hey guys, welcome back to some more AFK Arena. Today we're over on the free-to-play account. We have 31,000 diamonds. We're going to do some summons in here, hopefully get some more Awakened Heroes, also get some more Celestials and Hypos, so we can continue building up this account. Now, in its entirety, we've built a lot of heroes in here. I want to go up and pop open all these chests, but we have built a lot. I believe we're on number 6 when it comes to our Awakened Heroes. Again, we made quite a bit. Finally got Liberta done, so that did take a considerable amount of time to get Liberta done. We already have Demia. Now we're moving on to Lavatune. And then, of course, there we go. We get a copy of Ulna out of there. That is awesome to see. Copy of Gwen with that one. And then 14 of our rare stones. But like I was saying, we finally finished out. We finished out Liberta. We also did finish out Demia. Now we have moved and we're looking to get copies of Lavatune. Lavatune has been kind of a slow build again, just based on progression, based on the cards. But for the Awakened Heroes, we are still looking at the Awakened version of Aathalia. Right now, we do have her at a plus 30. And honestly, probably one of the biggest priority heroes to build within AFK Arena when it comes to the Awakened Heroes because of the utility overall. So we do have her right there at Mythic. We have 2 copies, so we need 1 more to take her to Mythic Plus. And then we need 3 to actually take her to that Ascended level. And of course, Lavatune, we don't have very many at all. I think we just got our first copy. But again, looking at the tier list after Lavatune, we'll actually be going in and building Lucilla. Now, the copies that we got from Lucilla, we are out of just random summons. So we've been doing pretty well with that one. But let's hop in here. We'll do all of these summons. As you can see, we have a couple more cards, and we only have 7 more days for the discounted summons. So if you have not used that discounted summons yet, I really advise doing it because I don't want you to miss out on the additional cards, essentially the freebies that Lilith is giving you. There's a copy of Vika. Now, Vika, unfortunately, still just being mainly used in the Mauler Tower. We haven't seen her really expand her range at all within different game modes. She was used upon release with the trial version. After that, I don't think anyone has used her really since. There's a copy of Orin, which is good as well. I will definitely take that copy. So Stargazer, like I was saying, we are looking for Lavatune. We have 25 cards, 32,000 diamonds. But let's hop over to the Temple of Time first. 105 to get. And again, we do have these discounted summons in here. Hopefully, we'll pull 1 or 2 copies or possibly get some diamonds in here. That'd be really amazing to see if we got some diamonds, or we might summon in here and not pull really anything at all, which is kind of what we're seeing here. So there is a copy, and it is just a single copy. So that will take her to that Mythic Plus, which is very, very good. So maybe we can pull another copy. Doesn't look like the luck is really here. We got a couple red chests right there. That is 3. That is 4. Yeah, we're going through a lot of these to get a copy. Again, seems like the luck is not here, which there we go. So there is a second copy. But that does use pretty much all of our time emblems. Let's see if we can do anything with these last 7. Just some more resources, just some more shards. Some more of our primordial and amplifying emblems. Rare cards, and then the final one just gives us another card. Well, we got 2 copies. I mean, 100 cards, 2 copies. That's 50 each. Not the best, but ultimately not the absolute worst when it comes to the build. Now, Lavatune, again, we have 25 cards. We have 32,000 diamonds that we've accumulated. Hopefully, we can pull at least 1, which there we go. There is 1 pull right there. Now, Lavatune, of course, one of the very, very high priority heroes in AFK Arena. We're getting a lot of elite cards. There's another copy, and there are some more elite cards. The reason being the buffing aspect, similar to Palmer. Very, very strong when it comes to the ability to buff teams. Not only that is kind of the support aspect. He is very, very strong in that support aspect. See if we can pull maybe 1 more. I know we got to be pretty close on these singles. We'll save about 500 diamonds in here. That way we can go ahead and do some summons for some furniture. And unfortunately, not another copy in there. But again, that's okay. Got a couple more. Let's pop them in some of those cards, actually. We did get a lot of cards. We got a lot of chests. There's another 16,000 essence. That's the reason why I wanted to open up those chests first. There is a copy of Lady Simona, a copy of Ty Lee. I think a lot of these at this point, we have them at 5 stars. Most of them are getting to 5 stars on this account. A couple more Wilder cards, a couple of our Lightbearer cards. All right, let's see who we can copy and who we can continue to build in here. Look, we're adding a bunch of stars on there, which is always good to see. Again, as they start getting to that 5 stars, we're just swap them out for other heroes. Honestly, that's kind of the point where you'll start recycling some of the 5-star heroes just based on the build. Now, Orin I built early, so he was early when we built him actually to 30960 plus. Works incredibly well, still is used in a ton of different content, which is really cool to see that we have the ability to still utilize him. With the Awakened version of Aathalia, that means we need 2 copies because we already do have that one, but there is our Mythic Plus. So we need 2 more copies for Ascended, and then we do need those additional 3 copies to add the 1 star. And then, of course, I think we have enough, or it might have just combined Lavatune. Yep, right there's Lavatune. He is combined with that one, which would take us to Legendary and 1 more copy. So they're getting there. And then, of course, we're long awaited to see what is going to come with the new possible double-dimensional heroes that we might be seeing. That's going to be pretty interesting if that's what we're getting. So 34,000 right here. Again, looking at our wish list, we do have Aathalia in there. We have Lavatune in there. We have Ivan in there. Also not getting many copies for Jerome, but again, it seems like we're at the point where the account is slowly falling behind. You know, being a free-to-play account, it seems like we're kind of at the mercy of how well we do with our summons and falling behind. Now, I'm only building these heroes out to that 9 of 9 furniture because it is very expensive, and we still have a pretty big wait list of the heroes that we're building. There's Naruko. Naruko, of course, the tiny tank, works phenomenal. Absolutely super happy with how Naruko works. Now, Lucilla is in there as well because we know that is going to be one that we're building. I left Lucius out of here. We also didn't put Matria in here. A couple that we just kind of left off because I don't feel like with the income that we're getting, and there's Ivan and Lucilla. With the income that we're getting on a regular basis, we're not going to have the ability to build them. We're going to have to kind of pick and choose. So once we do have the build with Aathalia, then we're going to have to see exactly who we're going to focus on and kind of who we're going to build next. Because again, income-wise, we're not going to have enough to build them. 2 cards on the table. Anyone we want to build. Yeah, like Ivan, we finally got Ivan up. That would give him 6. That would be 7, 8. I'm just going to wait. Honestly, I'm going to wait. Now, looking here at the storeroom, I know we have quite a few pieces of furniture. But when we look at Lucilla, Vatheo, we haven't had an opportunity to build out yet. We have a couple for Aathalia, a couple for Lavatune. So we still have a lot. Now, this one with the original version of Taylene and also with Joker, those are 2 that we actually swapped. I think when we did our swap, we were building Joker. Maybe when he came out, we were building him up a little bit further. And then we didn't take him any further past there. So thinking about the plus 40 signature items, and this is another one that I kind of wanted to cover. Like I said, with our builds, we know specifically how we're going to build them. So when we're going from 30 to a 31, it is going to be our epic emblems that we're using in here. I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to use one of these, taking him up to a 31. Now, after the 31, so going 32 all the way up to 38 is going to be red chests. So we do have quite a few red chests. We're going to go ahead and we're going to build these up. 35, 36, 37. So I want to make sure we're at 37 right there. So that is 38. 38, we're doing 38. Wait, it's at 38. So we're doing 39 and we're doing 40 with, again, our epic emblems right here. There is our 39 and there is our 40, just like we wanted to build it. Now, of course, when you look at hero-wise, some of the defensive heroes are some of the most important heroes to build with that plus 40. Lucilla, absolutely. Demia will work, the Awakened version of Aathalia. Even looking at some of the other heroes within AFK Arena, you want to focus, and a lot of people focus on the primary damage dealers that we see within different formations. That's the reason why I know a lot of people are kind of pausing depending on where the Awakened version of Belinda is and how well she is going to be built. As you can see, we already had her up to a 35 on this account, but looking even at Sophia and Brutus, probably not one to build out of there. The Awakened version of Leica could absolutely be one that you could look to build. And then also Althus. So he has made, I don't think I have any copies of him, but he's really made a big impression. And then, of course, Over here is the Awakened version of Chimera. Again, another hero that is very prevalent in a ton of content. The Awakened version of Lucius is the exact same. We're seeing him very prevalent in a lot of different places, that he is working just incredibly, incredibly well. I know, again, it's another Awakened hero that we have to build after getting Gavus, after getting Eugene. And even then, we're at the point with Gavus and Eugene that it's still going to take a long time to build them out in their entirety. But with the income that we're getting from a lot of different sources, could definitely be a possibility. But all right, guys, so that is going to do it for today's video. Let me know in the comments what you guys think. And as always, thank you guys for watching.